What is up, guys? Summer ball has just ended, which means my first season after having Tommy John has officially finished. Before we get started, I need you guys to smash that like button. It's absolutely free and it'll help my page grow. Coming into this year, was training really hard this winter. I've been trying to chase a 110 exit velo, throw 95, and to get a 6.760. We were really motivated when we got back to school. Everything was going good. We were feeling strong. We were feeling ready to go. And then our first day of live ABs, I got rocked with a line drive right in the shoulder. After having the game taken away from me for a year, I tried powering through it. It ended up making things worse in retrospect, but at the time I didn't know that. Feeling okay, not feeling the best. It isn't feeling good to throw at all. It hurts a lot to swing, but we do what any college athlete does. Pop some ibuprofen, also known as candy, and we keep moving on. Opening weekend comes around. Go Ofer. Didn't get a single hit. I don't know if it was nerves or if it was my elbow hurting, but we went Ofer. It was sort of a rough week, trying to regroup, figure out what I was doing. Spent a lot of time in the cages and figuring out what I had to do to be game ready for the next weekend. Fast forward, we're in Wilson, North Carolina. We got a 4-game set, and I guess something clicked with my approach because I hit 3 home runs that weekend, and we were feeling good. We then get to Cary, North Carolina, home of the USA Baseball Complex. Went 0 again that weekend. Maybe my approach was going big fly after hitting 3 the weekend before, but that wasn't my plan, but maybe subconsciously I was thinking that. Either way, no hits again that weekend. But I did make my first return to the mound after having the surgery. I was really excited, feeling good, threw pretty okay, throwing hard. We faced a good nationally ranked team in Westchester. They ended up going to the College World Series at the D2 level. But overall, I was really proud of my return. The next day, the pain kicked in. My elbow was a ticking time bomb. One more series against Goldie Beacom, and that's when the pain became too much. Ended up taking myself out. Went home, saw my physical therapist, Ryan Bucaferni. I actually did a video about that. I'll put it at the end if you guys are interested in watching it. He looked at me. He wanted me to go see my surgeon, and after about a week of time going by, we found out that it was valgus extension overload. So I was out for another 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It ended up being a month until I came back again, which was hard, watching your team play and absolutely murder every team they played because every competitor wants to be alongside them, kicking the hell out of them too. But anyway, out for a month. Month ends, start getting a couple pinch hit at bats here and there, and then finally get back into the starting lineup, and then it was go time. I was just so excited to be able to play again. Arm was feeling good. I was seeing the ball well. Felt like I was competing every single at bat, even if I was getting out. And the team as a whole kept winning. We won our division in the conference, and then we were off to the conference tournament. We all dyed our hair blonde, which is why my hair is short right now, because I finally got rid of it after it overstayed its welcome. Didn't come out of there how we wanted. We ended up getting knocked out by the team that got to the finals and didn't win, and the game we lost was a hell of a game, down 6-2 at one point. I ended up hitting probably the biggest home run of my life, was a game-tying grand slam. We had one of our relief pitchers grind through 5 innings. They ended up taking a couple run lead. We fought until the end, and then we just couldn't do it. I ended up striking out to end the season too. Just as high as you rise, you'll fall back down. That's one thing I've been learning, to stay humble. But the season ended. We lost some really good seniors. They are going to be missed. But then it was time to head out to Minnesota and get ready for summer ball. May 27th rolls around. We head out to Minnesota. Long 17-hour drive. A lot of nothing on the way there too. If you've never been to the Midwest, there's just a lot of corn. Opening day rolls around for summer ball. Being one of the few D2 kids there, playing in the Northwoods League, which I was honored to be there for, I was trying to maybe prove myself a little bit and show that I belonged, and that ended up being one of the worst things I could have done. Went 0 on the first 2 days, and then we have a series out in Bismarck, playing against the Bismarck Larks. Finally got a hit, first game of the set against Bismarck, and then the second game rolls around, and I end up starting pitching. Now, in the college season, I only threw 2 innings, that 1 inning in Cary against Westchester, and then we were playing Fairmont State to try to win our division, which we did. It took 11 innings to do so. I ended up throwing an inning there too. Game 2 against Bismarck, I threw 5 innings, 2 hits. One of them, a kid ate a donut before he got to the plate. You may have saw that on TikTok, but that was annoying. One of the 2 hits came off of like a little promotional thing in the middle of the game. Also ended up hitting a home run that game, first of the season. That was probably one of the coolest feelings of the year too, hitting a ball in front of 2,500 people. I've never played in front of that many people before. It felt good to be able to do that. Trip ends, we go home. I have a home run in me. I probably have the same approach that I did after a 3 home run weekend. Trying to go big fly, even if that isn't actually my approach, but subconsciously it's like, all right, we got 1, let's go get more. And to be honest with you, from the hitting side of this summer, I Sucked, to put it blankly. Ended up finishing 108, 2 home runs. It just wasn't that great of a summer. I struck out a lot. However, from a pitching side, I feel like I did very well. I learned how to be more of a pitcher, like what pitches to throw where. I had some great catchers behind the plate. Was very fortunate to have them. Also learned how to finally throw a changeup, so I got a 4-pitch mix now. Did end up giving up a grand slam in the last game of the season. Came in with the bases loaded and no outs and got behind. I had to throw a fastball right there. Off it went. Season finally ended. Had a long drive home. Spent a lot of time reflecting about my performance from the whole year, stuff that I need to work on, things that I've learned, what I need to do from an arm standpoint to make sure I stay healthy. But overall, despite my performance maybe in the summer, I consider my first year back in Tommy John a success. There was a lot that I learned, and I'm in the right mindset to be able to go forward and push forward and get better.